everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, such a long time no see. It is so great to be back. I'm telling you, it has been a crazy year and a half. Um, there's been a lot of changes going on, a lot of new. I'm in a new space. I don't know if you can tell from seeing my previous videos. Although funny enough, it doesn't look too different than my old space. But yeah, this is definitely a new spot, new crib. Um, a lot of changes have been going on in my life. I'm just gonna leave it at that because we could be this could be a 3-hour video, okay? But let's just keep it light, let's keep it fun. Um, I'm just so happy to be back, and I know that I am feeling better. I'm getting better because the first thing that popped up in my head was like, when I get off work this afternoon or this morning, whatever, I don't even know what time it is, but like, I just told myself, like, as soon as I get off work, I'm gonna make a video. And I know that I'm feeling good and I'm getting better. So, welcome back to um, to my channel. Uh, I have renamed it. It's no longer Angela Jones Beauty or whatever. It's Home with Angela Fry. Um, and this channel, of course, makeup is always going to be my first love. But we're also going to talk about food and drinks, books, all the things that I love, that I'm obsessed with. Like, they are definitely my love language. They are all I ever think about. I'm always watching a new TV show. I'm always on TikTok looking at different recipes because, oh man, cooking and going and buying groceries, like, oh my goodness, it can be really overwhelming sometimes, and then you don't want to be stuck eating the same things over and over and over again. Like, there was this one time I was obsessed with Rana pasta, like the raviolis and tortellinis and everything, and like every day I was having pasta for dinner with a glass of wine, and I'm still losing weight. One thing about my new place, I don't have a fenced in backyard anymore, so I have to take Jax out. And so when we go outside, we take walks, and that has definitely helped. He's thinner, I'm thinner. I went to the doctor the other day. I have lost 10 pounds since, I don't know, I don't really track my weight, but they were just like, oh man, you went down 10 pounds. I'm like, really? Like, sweet. They're like, what have you been doing? And I'm like, taking my dog out to go to the bathroom. Like, that's it. That's all I've been doing. I've been taking my dog out to use the bathroom. And then his groomer is happy because his nails, they they're they were kind of long, but with all of the walking that we've been doing, they've gotten shorter, and it's easier for her to trim them. So she's happy about that. So it's win-win for everyone. Like, I'm winning, Jax is winning. Oh, win. We are just winning. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I just wanted to talk about makeup. I don't know if you have looked at my previous videos, but I was talking about I've noticed how my skin was changing, and I noticed that some of the beauty products, especially my foundation, just wasn't working with my skin anymore. I've noticed that it was like sitting on top of my skin instead of actually being absorbed into my skin. And even though I, make sure that I'm drinking water and I'm staying hydrated and that I'm moisturizing and as well as exfoliating my face, it just sits on top of my skin. It just wasn't working for me. And so I found Jones Road Beauty. And I have to say, I am in love with their products. Once you kind of figure out what you're supposed to do with their stuff, then you kind of like, oh, okay, I get it. Um, and I just went on a rampage. Like I bought everything. I bought all of the Miracle Balms. Um, I bought all of the blushes. The I just went crazy, but I found something that worked for me, and I know eventually I will be using all of them once I kind of just, get over the initial like, oh, I'm scared, I don't know what to do. What if I end up looking stupid? But I definitely played around with them a lot. I watched a lot of Bobby Brown's videos on how to use these products properly. And then once you play around and you see what works for you, then you just, you know, uh, adjust and customize it to what you need it to do for you. And I think that's where I'm at. And I know I was in a previous video, I was talking about the foundation, the What the Foundation, but I haven't even really been using that because it's summer, it's hot, um, and I mean, I just walk outside and within a minute or two, I'm sweating. And so the foundation, although I love it, I just felt like it was too much and it wasn't necessary for the weather that we're in right now. And then, I have been changing my skincare routine. And I've noticed that I don't need foundation. Like, you know, I put it on, but it's not necessary. And so I'm just like, okay, well, I don't need the foundation. So what else can I do? And that's where the Miracle Balm has come in to like save the day. And I will definitely show you like everything that I'm using. So let's just get into it because I'm talking way too much. It's already been 7 minutes. Lord have mercy. Okay, so the Miracle Balms are kind of like broken down into three categories. You have your skin tints, which you can use all over your face, in your neck. And then you have your blushes, which, you just apply to your cheeks, the bridge of the little tip of your nose. I think that's so cute. And then they have highlighters, um, which are really, really nice. And I love me a good highlight. It just pulls everything together. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going in with the Cocoa Bronze. This is a skin tint, so I would be putting this all over my face. And I love the Cocoa Bronze because it works really well with my skin, and it kind of gives me like this golden, bronzy, like, oh, she got herself a nice tan look. So this is what the Cocoa Bronze looks like. I know it looks a little scary, like, ooh, wow, that's dark, but you gotta trust the process, and it's so much fun. So make sure your hands are clean, and what you want to do is you want to break the seal, which I kind of did, um, but I'm going to break it a little bit more now. So once you break the seal, then you just kind of swirl your finger in there. Um, as much as I love uh, brushes, it's not really necessary for this kind of product. But hey, you do you. I'm just going to do my fingers. It can be a little messy, but that's what makeup wipes and Kleenex are for. But I'm just going to start with dabbing this all over my face. And then you just work that baby in. And I am using the camera on my computer, my webcam. So just bear with me. But it just melts right into your skin. And it's not a greasy feeling. And It's almost to me like an oil texture because I hope I'm explaining that okay. Like it's lighter than a moisturizer. Um, and it's just so nourishing and light, you know? Let me make sure that I am blending this in. There we go. Bring that down to my nose. And I definitely like that this is buildable because I just like to have a lot of color. But you can already like with that first coat, you can already see like, the skin is glowing. It has a nice little tint. It's just beautiful. I'm going to put a little bit more on my cheek and on my chin. Sorry, as soon as I start filming, that's when everyone wants to like check in on me. I'll get back to you, I promise. Oh, that is just beautiful. I love it. Okay. So that is the skin tint. So this is the Cocoa Bronze. I absolutely love it. And I want like, oh, it just looks so pretty. And, so you could totally just put this on, go on about your day. But I'm extra. I'm not done yet. The next thing is we're gonna do a little blush, and this is their lip and cheek stick, and this is in the color Bright Coral. So when you open this up, you're like, wow, that is pink, but it's really, really nice because I'm used to like you know pinky browns as blushes, but this is just pink, but don't let that scare you. So I'm just going to, just like that, and then just blend it in. I just like to move it up. There we go. And then whatever's left over, just put it on the tip of my nose. So it looks like, you know, the sun just gave you a little on the nose. Like I like to boop my dog. Boop. A little boop on the nose. And then, oh man, that is just so pretty. I love that. Mm, bright coral. Oh my gosh. And then the last thing I'm going to go in with is um, the Miracle Balm in Golden Hour. And this you use as a highlight. So, you can definitely tell that I've played around with this a little bit. But I just have a little bit on my finger. And I'm just, oh, wow, look at that glow. I'm just putting this on the high point of my cheeks and up. So you have that beautiful, gorgeous glow. And I get a little oily like in my T-zone. So I don't really, you know, but whatever's left over, I'll just put on my forehead right here. Look at that. Oof, so pretty. Okay, now this is something different than I normally do. Um, I don't, honestly, I can't remember the last time I've done any eyeliner, but I just wanted to define my eyes a little bit. And I have this green color, and I just love green on brown eyes. Like, I think that's the most gorgeous combination. Also, like a, a deep violet color with brown eyes. It just really makes the eyes pop. But I'm just gonna do a little liner. Oh, goodness. I don't know. Like, I really don't feel like this webcam is doing my face the justice it deserves. But, oh, I just look so, I just feel so pretty. And when you look good, you feel good. And I just feel so good. So I'm just going to, you know what, let me warm this up on my hand a little bit. There we go. And I'm just going to line my eye. And we're not doing anything too thick. But we just want to define. Just like that. Uh, Earlier I was laughing until I cried. So now I kind of have like a little, ew, so gross. A little crust. Uh, but I was laughing my butt off. I was in traffic and this car was behind me and they just want to, I guess maybe they watched Fast and the Furious last night before they went to bed, and so they're gonna zoom around me and he gonna look at me like I'm so slow. I'm like, dude, the speed limit is 45. Like, why are you, and I'm going 50, you know? Like, chill out. And so he makes this big to do to pass me and everything, revving his engine, and then the light turns red. And so we pull up and I'm just like, asshole. But it was so funny to me because the way he was carrying on, trying to pass me, and then you get stuck at a red light. And I'm like, you all big and bad, run it. Run that run that light. But I love this green color. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. So you are really glistening. Your eyes are really popping. And the texture is so creamy. I love it. Yeah. It's simple and understated, but so elegant at the same time. And we love elegance. Then I'm going in with just a sec eyeshadow. And this is in the color Cool Brown. And this is another one of those, it's better with your fingers kind of thing. Ooh, let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. Just pop it right onto the lid. And then it kind of like mixes in with the eyeliner. It's perfect. Nice and soft. And you can definitely build it up, for like nighttime. Make it really smoky if you want to. And it's so velvety and smooth. Oh, it's like adding some hydration to your eyelids. Oh, I love it. And then the final thing is mascara. And honestly, I really do like their mascara because I am a Voluminous Lash by L'Oreal lover. But I ran out and I had this. It came free with with my purchase. And so I'm like, okay, let's try it. And I've been obsessed ever since. I love the wand. Kind of has like that arch to it. But the brush just separates the lashes so easily and you don't have to put on a lot. Unfortunately, it is not waterproof, but for me that is okay. Mm, yeah, but now that I am back and feeling good and back in a good headspace, I am definitely going to be doing a lot more videos, doing these Jones Road Beauty videos because honestly, that's all the makeup I have left. I still have my palettes though. Like we still are tight with Anastasia Beverly Hills. But this is just like my new normal, my new makeup, you know? Um, and I love it and I'm here for it. Definitely ride or die with it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there are any shades because, like I said, I have all the Miracle Balms, blushes, and skin tints. Um, so if there's any colors that you would like to see me try on, just let me know in the comments section. I will definitely do that. But so far. Mwah! Bye.